Welcome back to 843 TV. We are now joined by Debbie Szpanka, the Public Information Officer from the town of Bluffton. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks for being here. Well, it's hard to believe, but
it is upon us.
The Bluffton Christmas Parade, is that really happening? Wow.
Yeah.
It's the highlight of really probably the biggest parade of the year in Bluffton, I would say.
Absolutely.
And you know, when is it? What time and day? What do people need to do to get ready for that?
Okay, you know, and if you don't know about the Bluffton Parade, and if you say, well, what's so good about a parade? That means you've never seen the parade, because it is fun, goofy, eclectic, eccentric, and a whole lot of fun. It is traditionally the first Saturday of December at 11 a.m. So you can mark your calendars this year all the way down to, you know, forever, really. First Saturday of December, 11 a.m.
Okay. And where's a good place to set up?
Oh, Old Town.
Old Town.
Yeah, get there early. Yes, get your chair. Bring a bring your lunch. Bring a cooler, but get there early.
That's awesome.
Because it's becoming quite the event where tens of thousands of people are coming.
Awesome. That's great stuff.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been, so I want to know what are some of the highlights of the parade and what makes it so much fun.
This is a time. Thank you, Jeff, for that. This is a time where Bluffton becomes its personality in a third degree, which means that people are the most eclectic and goofy and fun, and the name of the game is fun. So for instance, we have the women's drill team, which will be choreographed with power drills. Okay, we used to have, and this was always an all-time favorite, the Bubba Ballet. You know, men, pillars of our community dressed in camo and pink tutus, doing a routine to the Nutcracker. So this is where you can just be the goofiest self, the most Bluffton-esque that you can be, in a choreographed routine and all sorts of outfits. It's
so
also
it's a good alternative to the Macy's parade, then, right?
Well, I think they're, you know, I think that's apples and oranges. But you know, but you know, we have our own claim to fame here in Bluffton. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Debbie, that's wonderful. How do you register if you want to be in the parade?
Well, it is free. That's part of our Bluffton tradition. It is free to register. Just go on the town website. You will find a link to it, and please fill out your application early. We have probably more than 200 entries at this point.
Whoa.
So, you know, the sooner that we know your organization is coming, it's a whole lot easier to organize and to, you know, to get all the spreadsheets in order.
Wonderful. So what's different about this year's parade?
This year's parade, what we're going to try to do is add a charity segment to it. Choose your charity, and we're going to have giving stations throughout the parade. So because it's free, because it's one of the wonderful amenities of being a part of Bluffton, we would like to also use this opportunity to give back and to provide for our own. So we're going to have giving stations all through the parade. Bring food or a toy, or give to your charity of your choice, dog park or a pet organization. But just make that part. We're trying to make that part of the tradition, because it's such a fun community event. We would like to, you know, again, use this opportunity to provide for our community. And what I've heard from like Bluffton Self-Help is that people give so much during the holidays, but
They forget about them the rest of the year.
Well, and then come January, the food banks are pretty, you know, pretty scarce in terms of their inventory. So if we give now, use a fun event to really kind of bring, you know, the community is already together. We have thousands of people come. Bring a canned food, bring a toy, and I think the whole community will be that much better.
Yeah, that's such an easy thing to do.
It's such a very easy thing to do.
You're walking out the house, just grab a couple canned goods.
Just grab it.
Yeah. How long does the parade usually last? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, a couple hours.
Okay.
A couple hours, yeah. But definitely, you know, get there early. And there's a couple of things. I know rules and regulations are not very Bluffton-esque, but I would like to mention, I'd like to mention a few things just to make the parade flow easier. We 90 seconds per performances in front of the judges. So if you're a dance troupe or so, you know, restrict that to 90 seconds. 2 vehicles per organization. And the candy, you know, kids and adults can accumulate more candy at the parade than they do at Halloween. But just for safety purposes, we would like to have people within your float walking along your entry and giving the candy, so kids are not tempted to, obviously run out in the middle of the street as the parade keeps flowing. So keep it safe. You know, obviously Bluffton is not, you know, we're not a rules-oriented organization as a town, as a culture. However, let's do a couple of things to keep the parade flowing and to keep everyone safe.
So 90 minutes, or
90
seconds.
seconds. That'd be
excuse me.
90 seconds,
90 seconds.
yeah.
That would be a really long parade.
That would be, yeah.
90 seconds in
Yeah.
front of the judges and
Right.
2 cars.
Two vehicles of
Right.
some kind.
Okay.
No 18-wheelers.
Okay. Well, cool.
Now,
And we-
if people want to participate, where do they go to find the information and get in touch with you all?
Again, that's on the website, the Town of Bluffton website. It's right on the homepage, and it'll be given. You know, you'll be directed to a link. Julie Taylor is our Facilities and Special Events Director at the town. So if you have any questions, you know, specific to the parade or where you're going to be, obviously give us some time to get all the 200 applicants in. Then give Julie a call if you have any, you know, minutia questions there.
Well, everybody mark your calendars. You can't miss the Bluffton Parade. My girls love that.
It is a fun, goofy, eclectic, eccentric experience, and it really brings out the personality.
It's an all-day event.
It's an all-day event, and the beauty is it is basically the start of the Christmas season in Bluffton. So we have, you know, obviously a lot of people have pre-parties. You know, the party of the parade and post-parties, oyster
They have
roasts.
mimosas before the parade.
Some do, yes, yes, some do.
And then cocktails after, because
Yeah,
it's after
some
noon
do.
on a Saturday.
Yeah,
It's fun.
it is great.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
and,
you.
Folks, check out the Bluffton Christmas Parade, which will be the first Saturday in December at 11 a.m., correct? That's when it starts. Get there early. Make sure you stamp out your spot.
Absolutely.
And we'll be right back with more A43 TV.
Great.